What is going on, Raider Nation? What a game. I'm just trying to breathe, really. That's all I'm really trying to do. This was a game that was wacky and everything went crazy and made you pull your hair. So I'll just start with the bad because it's a winning video. First of all, the defense was the biggest issue this whole game. I still don't trust them to do anything. Secondary, it sucks. I mean, Kelvin Benjamin, was it that little fade, that deep throw, easy touchdown? There was that one to Ted Ginn Jr. That was hard to watch. That was really hard to watch, and they were decimated because there was no David Amerson. There was DJ Hayden knocked out, which, by the way, he gave up a lot of personal, defensive holding penalties, backbreakers. So, yeah, it's really amazing. The Raiders pulled this game out. Once again, they didn't play well, except offensively, which I'll get into. Yeah, the defense was hard to watch. Once again, I don't trust them. I still don't trust them. They did pull it off, and I know I got to give some credit where it's due, especially in the fourth quarter. The Raiders have done a great job in the fourth quarter, and something does have to be said for that. I mean, they got the one stop after they tied the game, which I wasn't sure if they were even going to do that. I mean, Riverboat Ron could have gone for it on 4th and 1. I thought the Raiders were vulnerable enough to just run the ball there, but they chose not to, and then they got the big stop near the end. They gave up 2 big plays, and then Khalil Mack needed to make 1 or 2 big plays, and he did. He made the plays at the end when they needed to most. Thank goodness, because this team looked like they were about to lose one, and I'm surprised it ended on a stand. I really am. The play calling before the field goal by Janikowski pissed me off. I mean, they threw the ball a couple times when you're supposed to just run, because that would have killed some extra seconds off the clock. But they got the stop they needed to, and they held on. Just win, baby, lives for the Raiders. This team is finding ways to win, and I never thought I'd say it with the way they're doing it. Oh, man, they're playing like a... They're not playing good by any means, but they are winning, and it's... It really is eye-opening to see. There's still a lot of flaws. But once again, I'll talk about the many goods of this team. Derek Carr. What more needs to be said? I mean, that first half, he played excellent. In the second half, there was that bad play. We all know exactly which play I'm talking about. Just a fluke. Snapping your finger. And then you become ineffective. You thought, okay, maybe he's mentally rattled. The third quarter wasn't looking very good. I mean, it was really looking bad, guys. I'll be honest. I thought this game was over when they went up by 1 point. I thought this game might have been over, but the one little detail in this game that helped was the Panthers missing all those 2-point conversions. Was it they had that PAT blocked, and then they were trying to chase points and go for 2 a lot, and that wasn't helping them out. They went for 2 way too much, and I bet those little points were a little difference maker. I mean, had they just gone with the PAT, I think they would have had 3 points there at the very end. So, yeah, it's really something to say that they pulled this off. Offensively, you got to give credit to the fourth quarter, especially the Derek Carr. One-dimensional. He didn't even have his game on necessarily, but Michael Crabtree made the big catch. The prayers were answered. There was that deep throw by Carr to Crabtree midfield. That was also the game. If that's an incomplete pass, the Raiders would punt, and that's probably the game. But they gave life. And eventually they got the 2-point conversion and all that, but I'm still amazed they pulled this off. I'm still in shock. I am. I didn't think they had it in them, but they won today. And they are in very good shape now for that one word. You all know what I'm talking about, that one word with the P. This is the first time they've had a winning record since the Super Bowl loss. I'm happy to say that milestone is finally broken. I'm also happy to say that this team, once again, the direction of this team is a lot better. But now they got to start planning ahead. And you think about contracts. Think about what Khalil Mack's going to make, what Derek Carr. They're going to get a nice payday very soon. And the Raiders are going to have to pony up and give in to the money now. Once the season is over, they're gonna have to. I believe that's the first time they can negotiate with players. So they got to extend both guys right now. Not right now, but when the season's over, they got to do that. I mean, I'm still just in shock. I'm sorry if this is just raw, but the Raiders pulled this off when they played some of their worst football defensively. There's still a lot of work to be done. and Derek Carr carried them. He showed why he's the most valuable player on the team, as you saw. I mean, when McGloin came in, they looked out of sync, and everything was out of sync, but they got the stops they needed to. And they made enough plays in the fourth quarter where they needed to. I don't think we've seen some clutchness in the Raiders on a consistent basis like we've seen with Derek Carr this year. I mean, you know, his rookie year, he had a lot of those shortcomings, but this year we're seeing the progression. I mean, fourth quarter, what can you say about the fourth quarter? They've just found ways to win when they shouldn't be. And once again, they didn't even play well. Defensively, they were lit up. I still hate our secondary, but they won. And I don't know about the division and all that. There's a Sunday night game going on as I film this, but who knows? Don't be too obsessed with the scoreboard. Just enjoy that the Raiders have won today, and they've secured a winning record. So, once again, there's a lot of work to be done, and it looks like, you know, they've matched my personal thoughts was they were going to go 9-7 with a bad defense, good offense, and, well, they have that. They have a good offense and a bad defense, but they're winning games. It doesn't make sense. But, yeah, there's a lot of work to still be done, but they're winning. And I got to give credit where credit is due. Derek Carr played his ass off today with a broken finger, so we'll take it. Raiders win. Still plenty of things to look forward to ahead. You can still get better, okay? You got to think forward. You know, defense wins championships, and this defense doesn't have what it takes right now. It's got to get better. See you guys later. Let me know what y'all think, and go Raiders. We'll take it.